Hello, everybody. Welcome to Panda Events pop up cash Scrim today. Sunday and everything. Hey, guys, I'm trying to lock in with streaming. I know I've been slacking, but trust this week there will be a lot more streaming. Um, Videos being posted, shorts, everything like that. Trying to, yeah, a lot of things. But I'm trying to get back into streaming. I've been slacking, so yeah, trying to been working around my gym schedule, and everything like that. But tonight we have Panda Events Cash pop up scrims here. We do have a full lobby as we have Shoot to Survive Esports, Sentinels, DeathWish, Dope Esports, What's Good Esports, X-Rated, Lazy Squad, Velocity, Rival 6, Red Alert, HexFall, Zero Fox Given, JAYNEPAL, Asian Tees, New Ravens, TG Officials, Lovely EKittens, Dark Side Knights, 4 Rogue Men, Rain Esports, Rain Esports Rain SA, and then Team Control. That is our lobby for tonight. As everybody should be in the room here as we are starting it up here now. And yeah. So tonight is for $50 to the number 1 team, as well as $5 to each MVP of each map, if I am not wrong. So yeah, let's see how this is gonna go. Best of luck to everybody. Best of luck to everybody who's trying to get the MVP of the map, and to the teams trying to win overall. And yeah, let's see how this is gonna go. We are gonna start off on to Shoot to Survive here, and yeah, let's see how game 1 is gonna go here. As we do get into the plane is gonna start down to the southwest of the military island there, going past Harry Pier, Gatka, Corey, Hospital, George Bowl, in and a little bit just above North George, a little bit away from Zarky. We shall see how this is going to go with this plane path. Who's going to be looking to take it all? So yeah, we shall see how this is going to go here. Teams are going to start dropping. Going to try and cover all the fights as much as possible, as well as best of luck to everyone. We shall see who's going to be looking to take this game for themselves, like I've said before. And yeah. Yo, Texas, thank you for the sub. Alrighty, guys, as you can see, all these teams all around, by the looks of it. We do have quite a few going, or a couple teams going to Pachinki. The rest, by the looks of it, are heading towards the school apartments area right now. But we shall see how this goes. We have a couple heading towards Severny, shooting range area, as well as Zarky. We do have some shots popping off there, as that is What's Good Esports. We have Shoot to Survive here, as Klaus picking up the blue MP3s there, picking up a knock onto one on HexFall. Casper being knocked as well. Klaus with the Uzi and dual MP3s here. taking the 1v2, getting both those knocks. Gonna be looking for meds here now, as Casper is knocked as well. As we have What's Good Esports here, as well as HexFall. HexFall just down to Chopra and Ray Z, S2G, Ray Z. Casper's gonna be looking to get revived. Darklight gonna be looking to be the one getting the res. They have a UAZ. They might be looking to get on out of here now after getting this res. But Klaus, 2 eliminations. Optimus setting in the siren, not been thirsted fully, but they're gonna be looking for that elim onto Chopper here. Klaus getting some bandages to heal on up. What's Good Esports over here, one of the teams that did take a couple losses. Angelica and Banky here, all looking to join in on the action here, but we shall see if they're going to be able to keep it on up for the time being, as they have taken those losses, and this might just put them at a disadvantage, as we do see the zone popping on up, looking to head down south. Military base being in the center of the zone, gonna be looking to go all the way down south. We're gonna be setting on over here on shoot to survive for now, as Klaus does get knocked there by Chopra. Optimus does bleed on out. Casper disconnected right now, as Dark gonna be looking to go for the res on to Klaus. Chopper just setting on away. First aid and some bandages in his bag. Casper, not really sure what's going on with him, but Chopra being over here, as now we do have a fight going on over here with, not sure which Rain team this is, because we do have a couple Rain teams. As this is going to be Rain Esports here, looking to take on a fight, as they do lose bot. We do have 4 rogue men not too far, or actually that's going to be JAYNEPAL here, taking those shots on to Rain, as Velocity looking to get into a fight as well. JAYNEPAL, 2 stars there. Brill pushing on to EB here. EB low on EB getting the knock there, as he's still just 1 HP, but they're going to look to move on up onto EB, as his teammates are going to be looking to cover fire him. Flo could throw a molly on out onto him to pick up a knock, but Pumpkin going to get knocked as well, as now it's just down to Flo Kive here, as EB's going to move on around. EB getting down to 1 HP once again. Flo Kive here with the DBS, not fully connecting. Does still have mollies, but Rain moving on down to him here. He's gonna throw a molly on in, as another team looking to join in. Chopper gonna get knocked and thirsty there by shoot to survive. Do believe that is gonna be Klaus once again, as Flo might be looking to use the likes of 4 rogue men as help here, as they're looking at third party. He's gonna look to throw another molly in there, as he does tag EB up with that molly, but 4 rogue men not being able to know, as Red Alert now taking a fight over here as well with the likes of Rival 6. Rival 6 do lose 2 players there. I'm not really sure what's going on. Multiple fights going on over here. Dope, 2 eliminations. Need to pick up their knocks. We have likes of Lazy Squad over here as well. 4 men in the UAZ can head on over here towards What's Good Esports and shoot to survive. Casper still DC'd here. Dark and Klaus both over here. Angelica is at the building. Are they aware that Angelica is across the road? As it's going to be Banky trying to take those shots, but he's going to have to move on out, as now we do have the likes of Team Control over here looking to take a fight. Xiao Wang, Melody, Forever, and Trees looking to get into a fight. Melody trying to return the shots right now. 4 rogue men and Rain Esports over here taking a fight. EB with 4 eliminations, trying to continue to hold off. Toast being knocked right now. Toast getting the knock here. I hope this is Ghost, as EB being knocked, Ghost being the last one alive, looking to heal on up. Exonics needing to heal on up as well, just a little boosted here. as his teammates definitely giving him the call outs that players getting those hill off, as another team is looking to join on in, as I think that is going to be Team Raven up here on the hill. Ghost on the side of the 1-story, and Onyx now looking to heal up. What's good? Esports losing a player. Darklight's going to get knocked there by Dark Soldier Knights. Casper also being knocked as well, as now it's just down to Klaus, as he has no ammo in his AK, but he's going to be looking to get the revive onto his teammate. He's going to pull out the pump, as Angelica is looking to push on over here, as that's going to be Angelica eliminated there. Dark now going to be looking to get rest here, as Dark Soldier Knights looking to come on over here to take this fight. As that's going to be Rain over here continuing on their fight, and Onyx with the pump facing off against the UMP, trying to wait it out. If he waits a little long enough, he can get those elims, but that's going to be the likes of 4 Rogue Men eliminated. Darklight low on HP, need to heal up. Klaus with 5 eliminations to his name. Darklight no meds to his name. This fight needing to get on over. Klaus with 5 bandages. Johnson gonna get spotted there, as Klaus gonna look to heal on up here now with his bandages and energy drink. Darklight more than likely gonna get knocked here. Zone 2, zone continue to go down south to military. Darklight in this, getting spotted there by Klaus. Klaus with the AK. Moving on over here. Klaus needing to stay low. Need to continue on healing up here. Dark gonna more than likely bleed out quicker. Aimer behind the tree. Klaus cooking up a nade right now to throw on Aimer. Gonna get tagged up by that nade. That's gonna be Klaus getting eliminated, as Aimer taking some shots towards the crate, even though Shoot to survive, taking multiple fights, and then our Soldier Knights coming on over here when they were at their weakest, just a duo with the AFK player. That's now we are gonna head on over here towards the likes of Pachinki, as we have DeathWish, and I think this is Rain SA, as we have Venom, MGK, OS222, and 46. These names are different, as well as we do have X-Rated on over here as well, looking to take the fight with Dope Esports. Dope Esports right in front of KD. Shots through the smoke, getting 2 knocks there. Now just down to 2 real, and I do believe that is Hate Winter crawling on in. Ninja over here taking those shots, looking towards Hate now. Trying to get on out of there, tagging him on up. 2 real looking to try to get out of there, as well as X-Rated making their way on by. As Team Control not too far from here, as one him trying to get on out of there. Multiple teams passing by one another here, as now Team Control taking a knock. That's going to be Silas getting that knock there onto Team Control. Trading on over here. Xiaowing forever looking towards Ninja now. Ninja trying to run over. That's going to be KD 22 getting knocked as well. Silas is knocked as well. Now Forever now need to get these revives, as X1 trying to push on up here. Don't get knocked there now, just down the trees, as that's going to be Control taken on out, but losing KD 22. 6 eliminations to their name though. Silas now getting rezzed on up here, as Dope now making their way on in as just a duo, but they have the likes of T's here. T's looking to make their way on in here, as they do have a duo from Dope Esports by them. So are they going to be looking to gatekeep him here? Nox on the 2-story here, 3-story here, being cautious, but Dope passing on by. 5 eliminations to the name. Havoc and Winter being eliminated earlier on. They might be looking to take a boat, as we do have Sentinels over here at the other bridge here as well. Flo, Kryptonite, Jit, and Sadara. as they're starting to lose some tires on the cars from Dark Soldier Knights here. As now they're looking to continue taking those shots, but need to make their way into the zone here soon. So we do have a team looking to rotate. That's going to be TG Official here with one elimination to their name. Reduced have hated in military base in their zone. They do also have Velocity not too far away. Autumn already being eliminated. Team Raven on the hill here. Zone closing on in. DeathWish coming in from Pachinki. 4 eliminations to their name. X-rated now making their way on in. I look to run into T's, take him on out, or gatekeep, or we might actually be looking to take the other bridge, where there's 2 teams already holding the bridge. Unless they fully commit to the one that T's is looking to hold. We shall see here. They're gonna look to hold the edge and see on what happens. Looking at the bridge, seeing how it goes. Zone looking to shift on up to the northwest side, the western bridge, where T's hold still in, being able to take it across. Dope taking a boat rotation, going all the way down south, looking to make their way in over there. Lazy Squad at the compound need to make their way in. Hated now do have Velocity moving on in over here. It is just a trio, full squad of Hated here. Ninjas, Thinking, Spoity, and Thirst here. Shall see what's gonna happen on in and who is gonna come out on top of this fight. Ninja is on the other side. It's gonna be a little bit of an off angle here, as the other 3 are holding the 2 other buildings of C block. So we do have Ravens do take a knock there, as now we're gonna head on over here towards Sentinels. They do have a team rotating on below them. That's gonna be or Toast being spotted there. That's DeathWish gonna take a knock on over here. That's gonna be X-rated taking those shots onto them there. They do pick up a knock. They might be looking for the rest, as Centris gonna be knocked. X-Rev swimming on back to the car here. So we shall see how that is gonna go, as they do knock Bunny there. Bunny gonna get knocked by Silas. Silas looking for his 2nd elimination of the night. Again, top MVP does get $5 on the map right now. Klaus holding that spot with those 5 elims. Ninja now on up here with 5 himself, as that is gonna be DeathWish just down to a solo, as now Rain and Sentinels continuing their fight, but Sentinels being a little too split. Sauter pushing too far on out from his teammate, getting taken on out by Rain, as now Dark Soldier Knights pushing up onto Rain now, as Rain losing 1 and is being eliminated as well for Dark Soldier Knights. Carrot Toast gonna get knocked there, now just down to EB. F-Wick here. Out of the boat. Needs coming on out from Aimer here. Aimer pushing on up with the DBS. EB taking a 1v1. EB down to 1 HP. As Velocity and Hated taking a 1v1. But now it's just down to Herbert Johnson. Herbert Johnson stuck on the bridge. This is going to give Rain the time to get their reses on up. F-Wick need to push on up sooner. Sentinels not going to be able to join in on that fight. We're going to head on over here towards Hated. So they have Thirst knocked. F-Wick going to get Thirsted. Velocity looking to pick up bot right now, as it is just a duo. Bot going to hop on out. Actually, Unix5 going to hop on out. Just bot and him left. So we shall see how this is going to be looking to go for them here, as Ninja gonna be looking to throw a molly inside the room. And then cut off bot coming in from the side as Ninja. They're aware of bot being on the side there, but are they aware of the next side being on the bottom floor? Thirst being cautious here that someone is down below. Sticky bombs coming on it. Gonna run on Unify. Holding the nade instead of canceling. Gonna get thirsted immediately. Spoity need to heal on up. I don't know. As they do get the knock onto bot, are they now gonna start to cut off Unify on the ground? Looking for the res here onto bot. Bot gonna get thirsted as Unify is gonna get spotted there by Sentinels. Sentinels just down to a duo, or actually a trio, as Jit is low on HP. Silas and the rest of X-Rated making their way on across as we are to our top 10 here. Military ending as well as Rain trying to make their way on in here. Just EB and close with the hovercraft. 11 eliminations, but Sentinels has something to say about it. They're looking to chase him down to shoot at their hovercraft, making sure it's not going to be able to be usable. As now X-Rated possibly going to start taking those shots towards them here soon as well. As Ninja not too far away. Ninja being unaware here, not hearing the hovercraft, getting into here, but that's gonna be TG from far away here, getting the knock, as that's gonna be X-Rated now down. Silas looking to blow up the hovercraft. Toast moving it around, moving in the open in front of Silas's face. Silas just allowing Toast to do so, and now they're gonna hop in their cars. Are they gonna be looking to try to get that revive as K1M spinning on out here, trying to as well as his team. His car about to blow up there. I don't understand why it blows up like that, but not being able to like fully blow up. Silas moving on out of zone, trying to shoot Rain in the back there, but Rain moving on up 1KM. Is he gonna move on up so he can gatekeep him? Instead, he's allowing Rain to move on up. TG official taking on some shots towards Dope, pushing on in onto Hated taken. Been eliminated earlier on. T's over here taking a fight. Knox being knocked. Surprise there. Goat getting a knock there. Lazy squad taking the fight. Kid being careful here as now Sentinels looking to possibly third party on over here. Kryptonite. Is he going to third party this fight? He's aware that they are over there. He has two nades he could possibly throw on over their player. Going to be looking to get that res onto Nox, but the zone shifting on over to Hated. Kryptonite just allowing the res off, not looking to use his needs as now Flow looking to handle the likes of Team Raven. Team Raven taking another fight as now Zero Fox given own. Being knocked. Now it's just down to Buzz. Keeps and K224 eliminated. They have one elimination. Buzz trying to fight the likes of TG officials here. Buzz low on HP. What happens? Nox does get rested. Kryptonite gonna look to move on out. Nox gonna take those shots towards him here. Kryptonite get the cover there from his teammate Flo, as now he might be looking to push on over as player looking to come on back. Player down to one, a little bit HP there as Kryptonite spotted there. Kryptonite could possibly push on over, but instead he's going to look to underhand a nade, as now they're letting Nox get revived. Kryptonite, I'm unaware of what your method is here of allowing Nox getting revived there. Now he's going to look to throw a nade. Don't think that nade's going to connect whatsoever. As Nox does get revived. Nox is going to get re-knocked there. Kryptonite spotting him as player. Going to look to get on out of there. As Kryptonite doctor's player. But Kryptonite going to get knocked by Team Raven. As now it is just down to Flow right next to Hated. As Team Ravens possibly going to be looking to hold off the likes of Tease as a trio. They're going to hear that car coming on in from Buzz. Buzz right up ahead of them here. Taking those shots towards Buzz. Buzz, surprised is still alive. Cooldown, gonna throw a nade. Cordoval, gonna throw a nade in, as well as Nas as well. Kryptonite gonna go out, but TG Official gonna pick up that Elam for themselves. Up to 5, as now we're a top 6 situation. T's alive, but Most Hated has something to say about it. Taking them on out, 6 eliminations. Flow a little bit away from the zone, but we're gonna be watching Team Ravens top 5 situation here. So I do believe Team Ravens, the trio, as well as Hated, TG Officials, the only full squad. We also have Rain over here as well. 14 eliminations. EB on 9. Let's see how this is gonna look to continue to play on out. As now Rain gonna be looking to make their way on in. TG Official moving on up ahead, but Team Raven watching TG Official. TG Official now moving to the likes of Most Hated here. 40 with the S12 in his hand, as the rest of his teammates helping on out. They're unaware that Spoity is here. His team can push on over, and he can push him in the back as Jack gonna spot him. But that's gonna be Toast picking up that knock, but Jack gonna pick up that thirst. Toast giving herself away on over here, as Most Hated now stuck in between 2 teams, Rain and TG Officials. Team Raven just down to Jack and IQ. As Toast gonna get knocked there by Most Hated. For the thirst immediately there as well. Now BB gonna be the last one up. Team Raven gonna look for their thirst there onto those players. Flow still alive on edge of zone. So we shall see how this is gonna continue to play on out. Flow gonna move on out. Ravens allowing him to move on out as he does get behind cover here. He's gonna look to continue on moving here. TG Officials aware of these players being back here. Team Raven moving on out. Nas is gonna get knocked there by IQ. Flow aware of Cordoval moving on up. No util. Nas, or actually Flow, gonna pick up another knock there, as now Flow's gonna look to throw a nade onto Cordoval. He's aware of him being in the garage. Nade does go on in, tagging him on up, looking to throw another nade onto him here. Can it connect? As it does connect, picking up 2 more eliminations here. As now we're in our top 4. TG Officials with the center zone. EB moving on down, throwing a nade onto Most Hated. Gonna pick up another Elam, as that's gonna be Rain taken on out by Hated there. Ninja, the last one up, taking EB on out, but a nade going right into his face. Now Flow in a 1v2 situation here. Can he look to pick up the win for Sentinels against TG Officials? As TG Officials taking and throwing their nades. Jack moving on out here. 8 eliminations for them. Sentinels on, I believe, 6 here. Jack's going to be watching on over here. He has 6 nades and 1 molly. He could look to use them, but I'm not sure if he's going to look to do so. Flow moving on in slowly but surely. That's now Jack gonna look to cook up some nades here. Zone 8 here. Flow getting tagged on up. That's gonna be Jack's nade, missing him just a little bit. Flow healing on up, but that's gonna be IQ's nade, tagged him on up, as that's gonna be TV Officials taking game number 1 there. As they do pick up 9 eliminations to their name. Sentinels picking up 6. Hated taking 3rd there, or not wrong. They register as Lovely EKittens taking 3rd with 8. Rain going out in 4th there with 15 Elams. Team Raven going out in 5th with 3. T's going out in 6th there with 6. Zero Fox Gaming going out in 7th with 1. X-Rated going out in 8th there with 9. So now we take a look at the rest of the results here. Now we're getting closer to the bottom here to see the first team eliminated. It's gonna be JAYNEPAL here. First team eliminated. So now we take a look at stars of the match. EB going all out. 10 eliminations to his name. T's player best companion, and then TG officials IQ gonna be the finisher there. So that's going to be game number 1 done. We're going to be heading on over to Miramar here for game number 2. So do stay tuned for that, and we will be right back. Alrighty, guys, we're going to be getting into game number 2 here now. As game number 1 going into game number 2. The winners from game 1 BTG officials. That's now game 2, which is Miramar. Chelsea is going to be looking to take it for themselves. Do have 2 more games after this one, so we are halfway done. So there are a couple more wins that could be picked up on the table for these teams. But that being said, we shall see who's going to be the ones looking to take those wins for themselves. And yeah, best of luck to everybody, and Chelsea is going to be looking to take those wins. Alrighty, let's get into game number 2. Miramar. Let's head on over to TG officials. Where are they? And here they are. So they are the match winners of last game. So we shall see what they're going to be looking to do for game number 2. As we are going to be hopping in the plane here. As the plane is going to start from the left of El Pozo, going all the way down just below Puerto Pariso, passing on through Monte and Los Leones. Shall see this. It's gonna go for these teams and where they're gonna be looking to drop. Let's see how this does go. As we do wait for the action and for the zone to pop as well. Who do you guys think is going to be looking to take this game, and who's going to be the top fragging team as well for this game? Again, top fraggers from each match, I believe it's top fraggers or something like that, get $5 as well. So yeah, let's take a look here, see what's going on over here. We do have a couple teams in El Pozo here. We don't see Shoot to Survive to look to take it for themselves. They might look to loot up in third party, the likes of 4 Rogue Men and T's here, because these teams don't regularly loot here. As popping down, whoa, taking a fight with JAYNEPAL. T's taking the damage left and right as Nox is a bit away. As 4 Rogue Men, if they pushed on up, they could get a couple knocks if they wanted to. But just go. Gonna get knocked though. As now 4 Rogue Men, Stone Cold players gonna get taken down, as well as now it's just down to Nox being 2 split apart from his teammates. So that's going to be 4 Rogue Men picking up 3 free eliminations to their name. We do have a couple of players on over towards Los Leones, but we have HexFall over here as well by DeathWish, as Optimus, Chopra, Bro is Pro, and Pixel all over here. X-Riv being knocked already here. Scarface, Bunny, and Trim gonna be Chopper gonna get knocked. Bunny gonna get knocked in return. Bro's Pro with the SKS Pixel and Optimus looking to push on up. That's gonna be his interest, getting knocked there immediately with the pre-fire in front into these players, but not being able to get the knock. As Bunny, Extra are all gonna be versus Scarface landing away from his teammate as well here. Do have 3 teams over here towards the likes of San Martin. We shall see how this game's going to look to continue to play on out. Believe did have one team well, another team to eliminate, one team be fully eliminated. That is going to be the likes of Rain Esports, eliminated early on here for this match. Don't think they got any elims to their name either, so shall see how this is going to continue to play on out. So we do have another fight going on over here with Team Control here for eliminations. 506 and the likes of HexFall taking the fight on over here. HexFall passing on by. Rival 6 having losing Shu Young as well to HexFall. Dope taking a loss there towards Hated, or I think it's Lovely EKittens, if I'm not wrong. But Hated up to 4 eliminations, losing Thirst. Dope losing Hate. Now just a trio zone looking to favor this eastern side, as What's Good Esports looking to take a fight with. I do believe that it's going to be Rain SA over here, as they're looking to push on over here, looking to get their thirst carry. Now looking to try and survive against Rain SA. MGK looking to move on up over here towards Carry. Carry getting tagged on up that by MGK. Angelica taking a fight with Venom, but Banky gonna get the knock onto MGK. Now just down to 46. Venom gonna need himself there. 46 gonna be the last one alive, as well as we have X-Rated looking to move on over here, as that's gonna be Silas trying to get a little closer here to maybe join the fun, pick up some elims for his team, but we're shy to see this go. So we shall see how this goes. Let's see how this goes here, as now 46 being the last one alive here, trying to take the fight with What's Good Esports. Carry moving on out. Nate going on out. That might have just tagged him up a little bit, looking to cook up another nade here. But What's Good moving on out, pushing up on him. AK and Scar on here as Nade's coming on out. Nade going on out. Not going to be tagging anyone up there though. Ghosty, welcome to the stream. As 46 trying to hold off against What's Good Esports. Shall see. Nade's coming on out. Owen getting the double as the DBS getting pulled on out there by Angelica. I cooked a little bit first match just for my team to die on drop near mark, and I said, "Oh, that's kind of cooked." X-Rated coming on in, picking up an elim there. That's now Team Control and Kitty. Lovely EKittens taking a fight as well. What's Good Esports pick up one of their knocks, losing one. Where is Control here? Up to 5 eliminations. Moving on up into the compound. Trying to clear it on out. Hated. Just a duo now. That's tough, Ghosty. That like y'all had like 15 elims too. The third place. As Hated passing on by Team Raven with the golden Morado with the 3-man in it. Their teammate all the way over here. Nas being up ahead, being split far apart, so they do need to be careful. Game 1 winners, TG up above. Truck stop there. Need to be a little careful as there's a couple teams that need to make their way in. Rival 6, shoot to survive. Sentinels all need to make their way in. So we do still have Nox on over here. Now in Picado as hell. HexFall looking to push on up. HexFall. Pixel gonna get knocked. Chopra in the backside. Nox holding it down. Bro is looking to try and get that res as Optimus is holding it off against Nox right now. Nox not gonna be able to get the thirst there as they're gonna get the revive. Throwing a molly on down. Nox not sure what he's doing here as he's gonna look to push back. Go on up here as Chopper moving on up. Chopper needing to be a little careful there. Nox pushing on up, not being aware. Chopper, you gotta be careful of that hole there. That's common game since there. Watch that hole in stairways. Pushing on back like you did into that back room. Just giving them the free space to push on up. HexFall up to 6 elimination as now Dark Soldier Knights getting into a fight over here. As that's going to be Valak getting knocked here. K224 knocked as well as Keeps and Buzz. Last 2 alive. Dark Soldier Knights looking for these elims. Buzz going to pick up a knock onto Aimer. As F-Wit gets knocked as well. Buzz tagging him up in this there. As Keeps is going to be looking for those revive. Velocity and Lazy Squad getting into it here. Buzz trying to hold on off over here. Keeps getting revived. As now it's just down to Valak to try to get revived. Buzz trying to push on out to get revived. As Buzz does get the thirst. Enos and Herbert Johnson being the last 2 up. So now we shall see how this continues to go on over here. Velocity taking their fight with Lazy Squad right now. But we shall see how this is going to continue to play on out. Welcome, 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 everybody. Winchester being pulled out from Buzz here. Gonna head on over to Lazy Squad and Velocity taking their fight in Impala. Bot up above here. Squad trying to push up. Shaw gonna pick up his teammate there. Kid watching. Bot with the Scar 3X. He has a S12. Does spot bot out. Going to poke on out. Kid poking on out a little too much. Giving Evil the chance to take those shots, but Evil not fully connecting there on to those players. As Aimer does get taken on out there from Dark Soldier Knights. I think Valak bleeding on out. Team Control might be looking at third party here. Looking to pick up some more elims. As now we also have Shoot to Survive below Rival 6. Bob might be looking to take those shots himself onto them here. It's actually just looting. As Velocity picking up a knock. Are they going to be looking to push on up? They're going to push on up here, but going to be a little late. Kid healing on up. As Sulker gonna be looking to get revived. Your next fight knocking himself to fall damage. I don't even know what you're doing here. Your next fight knocking yourself. Hey, that is a flaw that you need to fix as the rest of your teammates are pushing on up. Setting them back in Nixify. Holding your own teammates back in this fight as now they're going to have to waste their time to look for the res on you and wait to push on up as Evil across the road here. Red alert. Do believe we're going to be taken on out there by HexFall here. As now they're actually just down to just a duo. Dill and Sue 5. Chilling, man. That's what's up, Rain or Ghosty. As that's gonna be Pixel getting knocked and thirsted. As Bro is Pro also getting knocked Optimus getting knocked as well. Now just down to Chopper for one last time. Chopper going to move on up. Run into Dill's nade there. As that's going to be HexFall eliminated. As now we're heading on back over here toward Dark Soldier Knights. And Zero Fox given as Buzz is the last one. Melody pushing on down for Zero Control. Are they aware of Buzz being in this building? Being cautious here. What's Good Esports and X-Rated getting into it now. Velocity picking up a knock there onto Lazy Squad. Where is the likes of here? Impala, your next 5 picking up another knock. That's going to be Lazy Squad just down to Kid. Kid, what are you going to be able to do? Are you going to be able to get the 1v4? Shall see here. She has the S12 and a Scar, but only 5 shots. No extended max for the S12. He could, if he could one-tap him, it would be great. As Evil breaking the doors there. Bot gonna push on him. Bot down to 1 HP though, but the crossfire from Evil gonna help on out there as Bot takes him on out. Velocity picking up 4 eliminations. X-Rated over here taking the fight with Shoot to Survive. Bob up above. Looking down onto KD22. Darklight pushing on over towards his way. Tagging him on up. Teammates pushing on over as well. As that's going to be KD22 getting knocked and thirsted here. As X-Rated looking to revive their other teammate. I think that's going to be Ninja here falling down. And Shoot to Survive might be looking to move on back over here to take these shots back onto them. And looking to pick up these elims onto X-Rated. As they do spot one player moving on out. Knights and Control taking a fight. Shots towards one of the players from X-Rated. As the rest of X-Rated going to be looking to move on out. Bob up back. Casper looking to move on up here. They need to be careful. There's another team looking to maybe third party this fight. That's going to be Rival 6 here. Just up ahead. That's going to be Hewitt up ahead of Shoot to Survive. As well as Banger there taking shots towards Casper, but not fully connected. As Velocity looking to take another fight. Casper going to hop on out. Banger up here on the hill. They did lose Shuyoung. Darklight on the back hill over here. Needs to be a little careful looking to heal up here. They have the man advantage. They're going to be looking to try and maybe hold them out of the zone here. But we shall see. X-Rated making their way in. Sentinels looking to take the fight with the likes of Velocity. Jit looking to push on up. Autumn gonna get knocked there. Evil as well. Velocity falling on down. Sentinels looking to pick up tonight. As that's gonna be Bot getting knocked as well by Flo. Flo looking for the thirst as well. Autumn getting picked back up. Sentinels here looking to pick up these elims. Team Raven might be looking at third party. As Rival 6 leaving Shoot to Survive. Shoot to Survive gonna be looking to hold on to the edge for now. X-Rated made their way into a compound. Just a trio looking to push on out to grab this airdrop. What is in the drop here? The Groza level 3 armor. And now we head on to Dope Esports and 4 rogue men. That's gonna be Winter getting knocked there. Molly going on out. 2 rogue getting tagged on up. Probably gonna look for that first Havoc inside there. 2 as well. Dope just down to a duo, I believe. Stone Cold push on out. 2 gonna get that thirst there. 2 and Havoc. 2 gonna get knocked there by 4 rogue men. 4 rogue men taking on Dope Esports there, picking up 3 elims on actually. Yeah, 3 elims onto Dope. Up to 6 now here. So see how this is going to go. Team Raven here. Buzz is going to go on out to What's Good Esports. And over here, 6 eliminations to them as well. As now Sentinels continue on their fight with Velocity. Autumn going to get knocked and thirsted. They're going to be looking to get their res up onto their teammate Rival 6. Moving on over here onto the hill where Sentinels were. That's going to be Banger up on top here as well. It's going to be looking on down onto these players here. Shall see how this is going to be looking to go. As that's going to be Controls taking a knock there. Controls just down to Melody. Melody looking for that res onto their teammate. They have hated Lovely EKittens over here, trying to maybe hold them on out. 4 Rogue Men gonna lose a player there, not sure. Or actually that's gonna be just Stone Cold being disconnected, not sure what's going on. They did lose a teammate. Melody has no meds. Trees, I don't think has any meds either, so they're gonna be taking these fights low on HP. Ninja, shall see what happens here. Molly coming on in, looking to go on to Melody. Melody gonna move on back. As Spoidy looking to move on up, but Spoidy getting tagged up by Mollies and nades. As there is Dark Soldier Knights rotating on the backside here. Might be looking at third party. Melody gonna need to be careful here, as Dark Soldier Knights might be looking to stop on over here. Molly coming on out. Ninja gonna get pushed on back. Controls might be looking to push onto Ninja here. Ninja pushing back. As Trees does get knocked. Now they're gonna look to take the 2v1. Ninja with the DPS. Melody with the S12. Ninja a little scared here. Take the push here. But that's gonna be his teammate Spoidy picking up those 2 elims. As TG officials now taking a loss. Now just down to Trio, Molly, Ja, and Ninja. Last 3 alive for TG officials. Gonna head on over here to shoot to survive. As they have a 2-1-1 split. Bob and Casper holding the compound for the meantime. For Dark and Klaus to move on in to regroup. And maybe to split out even more. Looking towards the likes of Sentinels and Velocity, who need to make their way on into the zone. Shall see how it's going to continue to go. As they do find Sentinels moving on up. That's going to be Sada trying to move on up. As I think that's Mouse over there taking shots towards Sada. Sada looking to play the Rich, as the rest of Sentinels still in the back. Moving on up, trying to scare, trying to pick up this Elam, but now looking towards the rest of Sentinels. Sentinels take a knock, but Velocity gonna get taken on out there. Flow pushing up into Rival 6. Banger, Hewick, and Smallman here, as Flow does get knocked there by Hewick with the nade. He's gonna keep coming on out from Hewick here. Hewick looking to throw one in the shed to make sure it's clear. What's good? Esports taking a player out from TG officials. Jit gonna get taken on out. Kryptonite pushing into shoot to survive. Bob gonna be looking to spray him down. As that is gonna be the likes of Bob spraying Sadara on down here. As Klaus up here on the road looking towards Sadara. Thirst. As now he's looking towards his way, takes shots towards the buggy. See aware of the others from level 6. As now he does, he's low on HP, needing to heal on up. He's going to be looking to get on out of there soon. As Dark and Bob here looking to nade towards Crip here. Crip, last one alive from Sentinels, but being further back. Hewitt pushing on back. Alive. Klaus getting tagged on up here. Gonna need to move here in 30 seconds. But he's gonna look to move on up towards his teammate Zone. Looking to favor out in the middle of nowhere. X-rated is down to a solo. Now looking to try to hold off What's Good Esports. Shoot to survive. Moving on up. Silas and the rest of X-rated taking on out there. Now shoot to survive. Are they going to push on over to Kryptonite here? So they're going to be looking to move on up. Klaus is going to get knocked there by Sue57. So that is going to be red alert. The duo Klaus taken on out. As Darklight tagging him on up. Darklight trying to get that knock, but not being able to do so. Sue57 going to get knocked to the play zone. Dark needing to make his way on in here, as I think Rob in his buggy right now looking to try to get on up into more of zone here. Gonna play on top of the damage. Still gonna get leaving his back towards Team Ravens. That's not what you want to do. Dark leaving his way in. Casper they're gonna get a knock there, as well as Mendo knocked as well. Nas throwing the nades. Casper down to 1 HP. Casper finding Nas with a nade in his hand. They're gonna look to throw some smokes out. 6 eliminations. They do lose Bob though, but a top 4 situation, as well as some more meds to their names. Gonna head on over here towards 4 Rogue Men and Rival 6, looking to fight Banger, Smallman, and Hewitt. And Shoot to Survive, looking towards Banger's way, as well as looking towards What's Good Esports. Across the road, Dark Light tagging him on up. Casper needing to heal on up here as well. Gonna blow up the car as needs and smokes coming on out. Dark Light looking to throw out, gonna look to throw some nades. Banky gonna get knocked there as Dark is not out. He's aware of carry up ahead, taking the shots with the shotgun, not being able to connect. Gonna run out of ammo. Now it's down to Casper. Casper picking up a knock onto Gary. Gonna look for the thirst as well. Needing to heal on up here as well. He's gonna look to do so and then take the 1v1 against Angelica. Angelica looking to throw Util out here, but Casper getting tagged up the molly, but instantly gonna hit the first aid. As Angelica is going to be looking to move on out. Casper with the Groza and M4. Looking to reload the gun. Pushing on out in the open. Needs to be careful here. Angelica going to get by there by Casper. Casper looking likely just to go out to the zone instead of giving Rival 6 the Elim. Rival 6. Banger trying to get that Elim. As now Rival 6 need to make their move in. It's going to be a donut zone here. Airdrop in the center, as well as we have 4 Rogue Men with 6 eliminations here to their name. So see how this is going to continue to look to go here, as it is a 2v3. Banger looking to cook a nade, and that's going to get knocked. That nade should connect and be the final connection there. As that's going to be Rival 6 taking game number 2 here. Rival 6 with 7 eliminations to their name. 4 Rogue Men with 6. Shoot to Survive picking up 8 eliminations. What's Good Esports in 4th with not 7. Can't speak. 10. I didn't see Carrie's 3 eliminations. My fault. 5 towards Team Raven. Red Alert going out in 6th with 5. Sentinels going out in 7th with 4. X-Raid going on out in 8th with 4 as well. Now we take a look at the rest of the results here. We do continue to scroll on down. Down closer to the first team eliminated. As we do get to the bottom, that's going to be Rain Esports taking on out first with 1 elimination to their name. Take a look at stars of the match. Casper going all out with 5 elimination. NS being the best companion, and Banger with the finisher there. So that's going to be game number 2 done. Going to be going into the Sanhok now, as it's going to be our 3rd match. Then end off with another Aaron go. But with that being said, we're going to be right back for our 3rd match, so do stay tuned for that. Yeah, see you guys there. Alrighty, guys, we're gonna be headed into game number 3 here. So we're gonna be getting into Sanhok for game number 3. Game 1 going to TG official. Game 3, game 2 going to rival 6. In game number 3, we shall see who's going to be looking to take this game for themselves. Again, guys, these are Panda events pop-up scrims. So if you do enjoy, the link is in this chat. If you want to go join the server, as well as leave a like on the stream, and if you want, you can also subscribe to the channel. It is much appreciated. But we shall see how this third game is going to be looking to go. So we're going to be heading into Sanhok. We should be getting into the match fairly here soon. So I think we are waiting on a team or two. Not really sure, but shall wait and see to find out. Alrighty, now gonna be getting into game number 3 here. Let's see how it is gonna go. Hope you guys are enjoying the stream so far. If you are, please leave a like. And yeah, stay tuned for other streams, posts, and whatnot. Let's head on over to Rival 6 for taking game number 2. I don't know why I struggled to think of what game it was, but game number 2 going to them. So now we shall see who's going to be taking game number 3 as Zone, or not Zone, Plane. Gonna be coming on up here, as it is gonna start off in between Tam Bang and Nakam, going through Boot Camp, Ruins, Paradise, ending off on Monganai there. Shall see how this is gonna go and who is gonna be wanting to take this game. It's more than likely gonna have quite a few early drops or fights, but we shall see. As everybody's jumping on out here. Let's see how this game is going to go. Just going to try and cover all the early fights, as I'm aware that it's probably going to be quite a few. By the looks of it, we're going to have 4 teams going boot camp, 2 teams up towards Temple. Gonna head on over here towards Temple as red alert. Dill gonna get taken on out there by Bob. As Shoot to survive, piecing them up left and right. Now just down to Verk and Star here. Klaus with the Uzi vest, no helmet. He has a first aid just in case if he does not get knocked. He's looking to move on right. Darklight up ahead here as well. They're both sitting in the corner. Klaus trying to hold on to Darklight with the AUG here. He has the knock, but that's there's one more player in the corner. Bob gonna Darklight's gonna not get that Elam. Or actually get that, doesn't get that Elam. That's actually gonna be Casper getting that Elam with the V as now we have 4 rogue men. JAYNEPAL over here and Boots down to a soul, as that's going to be Dark Soldier Knights. We also have DeathWish here on the side, That's JAYNEPAL, 2 eliminations. Dark Soldier Knights looking to move on in here. Rival 6 taking a fight with Team Raven. Just gonna head on over here towards Rival 6, picking up 2 knocks already. Losing Shoyoung though, as Dope and Zero Fox taking a fight. Havoc getting a knock on to Buzz. Cordoval out in front of you with the M16. Panger getting pushed up on. Panger trying to get knocked there. Not connecting, as now we are just down the small man in a 1v1 situation. Might 1v2 actually, might even be able to get the res on to his teammate if he can win the 1v2. Leading the hill up's gonna look to use the first aid. They're both 1 HP. Protocol pushing on up. Smallman does get that kill off. Gets another knock there. Smallman gonna get the last one, as that is a 1v4 from Rival 6. Smallman picking up that last elimination. So now we're gonna head on over here, because he might just have a player moving on over behind him. I think he is aware. Now we're going to head on over here towards JAYNEPAL. Dark Soldier Knights. They're going to take a fight with that is going to be F-Wick being the last one. DeathWish just down to Scarface and Bunny. As they're going to be looking for the res, as JAYNEPAL trying to push on up. Stars with the DBS in hand. Bunny in the corner with the DBS as well. Stars moving on around. Pumpkin trying to move on up as well. Stars pushed on up. Stars has a smoke. He's aware where Bunny is here. Needs to be a little careful as well. So that's going to be Stars getting knocked, as now it's just down to Pumpkin. Pumpkin with the DBS. Almost getting a knock there. Going to get eliminated. As that's going to be DeathWish picking up some elims. Much needed elims after going out early previous matches, as well as now we do have other fights going on down here towards TG officials, as well as X-Rated and the likes of HexFall. So we just have a solo pro Ninja here, and Jot as well as his teammate. Last 2 alive, Jot holding. I think this is a shed. Yeah, holding the shed. That's KD22 looking to cook up a nade to throw on in here. That nade is gonna connect, but not getting a knock. So he's possibly gonna think, hey, nobody's in there. As Shot doesn't have the meds to heal on up, so he's gonna have to hope to win this fight. Don't know if KD22 is aware that he's in there actually. Ninja sitting behind a rock right now. Sentinels over here as well. Just a duo. Zero Fox given. That's down to Valak and Keeps. Valak with 2 eliminations. They have 4 eliminations all together. Facing off Lazy Squad. Valak with the DBS. Waiting on them to push on up. Bro is pro. Gonna get eliminated there. As Jot is the last one. Well, actually, that is gonna be Jot and his teammate. Last one's alive. Chopper here. Gonna get knocked there. Valak now gonna look to cook up a need here to throw on the players. Maybe get another knock. Gonna do a little bit of damage there. He's trying to tag him on up too. Saw aware. Going into FPP, gonna pick up some more ammo, gonna hop onto the roof there. Keeps trying to hold off here. Lazy. Me, getting off the DBS, gonna get knocked there. That's Saul getting tagged up there. Late kid. That's gonna be Lazy Squad taking on out Zero Fox given. Now they're gonna be looking for the full reset. 10 teams alive, X-Rated. 5 eliminations, losing KD22 and Ninja. Now just down to Silas and 1M Zone. Going on up to the main island, staying to the east, northeast here. They have Velocity up north. 1 elimination to their name. We might see Shoot to Survive here, taking a fight with Rain Esports here. They are aware of one another. They do fight spotted, tagged on up. Evie almost getting knocked. Dark reloading his AUG here. Evie looking to hop back in. Casper and Bob. Casper gonna be looking to play behind a rock as shoot to survive. Looking to make a push up. Klaus and Darklight pushing up. Toast gets spotted there. Toast getting knocked as Bob with the S. DBS actually, as that's going to be Darklight and Klaus both getting knocked. EB. That's going to be Toast getting Curiosity getting the knock. Bob going to get knocked as well. Now just down to Casper. Casper throwing a nade on into Bot. Bot getting tagged up there. Curiosity going to be looking to try to hold off. Casper going to be pushing across. Bob giving those comms out towards his teammate. As Rain throwing the nades, Bob might be looking to get rest here as Rain gonna be looking to make a push up here. That's gonna be shoot to survive, taken on out, but that's gonna be DeathWish over here, looking to move on over. Rain gonna be looking to get their res. They need to be careful on crossing as well. Control here, one elimination to their name as well, moving up towards Paradise. See what they are going to be looking to do as well. So let's see how this goes here. Let's see how this is going to go here. 9 teams in zone number 2, about to head to zone number 3. Let's see where our fights are about to happen. Small man, last one alive for Rival 6, the solo. Making his way on in. Trees might spot him on out here. Small man's gonna hear that car. Small man gonna hop on out the car. As Trees gonna leave him be there. That's not Small man making his way on in here. Let's see how this is gonna go. Zone gonna pop on up here. Let's see how it does go. Zone gonna continue going up north there. That's Velocity having the edge of zone. The rest of these teams gonna be coming up from the south. As Team Control gonna be passing on by Paradise as Lazy Squad, the full squad in there. Small man's compound still in zone. Lovely EKittens holding a compound as well. Just a trio to dead loose Spoity, but 4 eliminations to their name. Need to be careful. DeathWish gonna be making their way in. X-rated as well as, I think this is Tease. They have 3 eliminations to their name. Head on back up here to Most Hated. Controls. Team Control looking to take compound as well for themselves. So, see what they're going to be looking to do. Maybe look to fight Velocity, get those elims on them. Who knows? We shall see if they win the fight or not. But we shall see how this game itself is going to be looking to go. Zone coming on in. Gonna set on the map here for a sec. Give you guys some time to look. Rain Esports making their way across the bridge into zone. Now I'm gonna be looking for a spot. Middle compound of center zone is open, so they might look to take that for it themselves. But we shall just wait and see. Shots do start coming on out. So that's going to be Small Man getting taken out there by T's Hated. Or Kitty, Lovely EKittens are going to be aware that there's a team behind them. As Rain taking the hill right above team control, which hill is centered on up. So, shall see how this is going to go. Toast here. Don't know what she's doing. EB up above. Toast Lul and Bot as well. As EB's gonna get knocked there by Team Control. Team Control might be looking to play aggressive right now. As Velocity gonna be coming up from the north. Xiao Wang not gonna be looking to push on up, but Trees gonna be looking to move on out for a different angle. Zone does pop out up here. Rain having a more central area. Trees looking on around Trees. Not really sure what they're doing, but Unix 5 tagging them on up. Trees just driving around for the fun of it. Now losing a tire as Velocity takes shots towards them. Trees gonna look to cross on over toward their teammates' side as Rain gonna be looking to get their reset onto EB. Not really sure what the hell Trees is doing, but I don't know. I'm confused. So, yeah. I don't know what the point was of them driving on out and then going back in as Hated. Gonna get the knock there onto Nox as well as the Thirst, as now it is just down to Magilia here. As now Lovely EKittens gonna be watching that. They should be aware that there's another one that's probably in the back. Lazy Squad slowly moving on up. Might be looking to take this compound right in front of them here. We shall see how they look to do so. As they're now aware of Lovely EKittens or him Hated here pushing on down. As Shaw was looking to cook up a need, but not going to be able to do so. Gonna look to cook up a need. Tiny 11K here in the side. Is he aware of Lazy Me? As that's gonna be shot. Not connecting. Ninja gonna be looking this way as well. As now Velocity gonna get knocked there. As this X-rated the duo fighting a trio. Or actually a squad actually. Silas picking up a nade, throwing it towards Evil. On the other side, Silas getting tagged up. 1M here, also throwing some nades. They're throwing nades back and forth. Velocity not even trying to get the res up onto their teammate. Now they are possibly looking to do so. Autumn and Bot looking to try to hold off. Silas moving on out. I think that move on out was necessary there, Silas. Silas gonna get thirsted by Bunny. Molly coming on with the S12. Knock onto Bot. Look for the first. Oh, but not get it. But Autumn gonna get that final elimination there. I'm not really sure what the hell X-Rated was doing either. Thirsty gonna get eliminated there by Magilia. Smoke's gonna come on out here from Lazy Squad. Needs coming on in as well. Bouncing off the window still. Needs knocking in with that Ealer there. Tiny 11K trying to get that knock. Needs coming on in. That one might connect there. As it's uncooked need. 2 knocks onto Lazy Squad. Now just down to Kid and Shaw. Now they're looking towards Magilia here. I don't know what the heck is going on here now. As these players just being able to give him free kills. Toast's going to get that thirst there. EB moving on out to try and find an angle here. Does spot Tiny 11K. Taking some shingle taps. Doesn't know if he sees the knock there. He does see the knock. Gonna go for that thirst as well. 6 eliminations here for Rain. Mag gonna get a knock on to X-Rib. As Ninja does spot Mag Ilya there. As they're gonna be hopping into the UAZ, looking to get out of there. Are they aware of DeathWish being up ahead? Moving on up. Lazy Squad gonna get taken on out. Scarface up ahead of Lazy here. Ninja gonna get knocked there. Stein 11 with the S12. But that's gonna be DeathWish. But Rain coming on in here, looking for these elims. Evie leading the charge. Nate coming on in, but Bunny's gonna get knocked. Scarface gonna be spotted from the side. So that's gonna be DeathWish eliminated. That's gonna be Velocity picking up another elimination onto them. Now we're in a 3-way fight as in control have the zone, watching all the sides. Trees watching their backside towards Velocity, as the rest of them are watching towards Rain. As we have a 4v4 3-way 4v4s. Shall see how this is gonna go. So now Velocity gonna be looking to try to make their way on in. Next fight, leading the charge, getting his way on in here, playing a rock. As now Rain gonna be making their way on in, smoking it out. This could cause some chaos for Team Control unless Tree comes in from the backside. Rain trying to make their way on in, needing to take some other rocks. EB driving on around, possibly gonna spot Trees out here. Trees staying a little low as Rain making a push in. EB getting knocked there. Melody picking up a knock there as well as Forever gets knocked there. Forever almost thirsted as that's gonna be Rain taking on out Trees, throwing some needs here towards Velocity, tagging up Evil, giving them some time to possibly pick up Forever. Rain still have one player up as that's gonna be Rain. Evil gonna get knocked there. Forever still looking to be revived here as needs coming on out now from Trees. Forever being picked up. Autumn running on back away from the nade as Trees throws a Molly out. Your next fight up ahead. Trees needs to start getting a little more active here. As they're just letting this revive come on up, but Control having the zone. Melody throwing some smokes out. Needs to be a little careful here to the right. Molly coming out. I think they did see where that came from as Autumn gonna be looking to make a crash in here. Forever take some shots towards the tree. Autumn on the backside. Molly coming on out. He's coming on in here as well as Forever. Not even throwing a Molly on the backside of the shed, but their teammate Xiao Wang is going to do so. Forever taking forever to throw a Molly or nade onto Autumn, but their teammate looking to do so. Xiao Wang going to get knocked out. Spotted here by Melody. Melody needing to reload their gun. Trees needs to make their way on in here. Taking forever to push on up. Gonna look to heal on up. I don't see why you're looking to do this. Forever allowing them to get the reset. Your next fight trying to push on up. Evil looking to push on up as well. I don't know. Trees now looking to make their way in. Knocking the next fight as Evil gonna get taken on out by, I do believe that's gonna be Xiao Wing or Melody. I think Xiao Wing might have gotten revived, but that's going to be the likes of Team Control taking game number 3 there with 7 eliminations. Velocity going on out in second before Rain Esports going out in third there with 8 eliminations. DeathWish going out in fourth there with 8 as well. Lovely EKittens going out in fifth there with 7. Lazy Squad going out in 6th with 4, as well as T's going out in 7th with 6. X-Rated going out in 8th there with 6 as well. Now we take a look at the rest of the results here before we take a look at stars of the match, and then the last game heading back over to Erangel. We do get to the bottom. Red alert. Gonna be the first team eliminated. Going on out with 0 eliminations to their name. Not really what you want. So we're gonna head on over here. Going all out. Scarface with 6 eliminations. Melody with best companion. And Xiao Wing with the finisher. Did get revived there. That is going to be game number 3. We'll be right back for game number 4, the last of the night. So we are going to be heading back into Erangel. We shall see how that's going to go. As well as we'll be right back, like I said, and we'll see you guys in that last and final game. Alrighty, guys, we're gonna be getting into the last and final game here tonight as we're headed back into Erangel. So we shall see who's gonna be looking to take this last game for themselves. As game one, TG officials took Erangel for game one. Game two going to the likes of Rival 6. Game three going to Team Control. Shall see who's going to be looking to take game number 4 here, the last and final game of the night. Again, if you want to join the scrims when they do pop-ups, or if they start doing one during the week, throughout the week, often, the server is pinned in the chat, so go ahead, go on over to Panda Events server. They do host tourneys as well. So if you want to join tourney when it is announced, whenever they host one. But with that being said, we shall see how this game is going to go. We should be getting into it here fairly soon. Let me check a look to see if there was any extra time added. There was a minute added, so we shall see how this goes now. As these players got 30 seconds to join the room, so let's see how this is gonna go. Now we're gonna be getting into the last game here now. Erangel shall see who is gonna be looking to take this game for themselves. Is it gonna be TG official, or is it gonna be some other team looking to do so? We shall see here. Yes, now. Let's head on over to the winners of last game, Team Control. Alrighty, now let's get into this last and final game. The plane's gonna start from Zohnny. Gonna be looking to go straight down the middle of the map, ending off in the south of Military Base. So let's see how this is gonna go for these teams and where they're gonna be looking to go. What early fights are we gonna get, and how long this match is gonna take? Because usually the last game of the night does take a little bit longer due to these teams hot dropping early, a lot of early fights happening, and then we end up with like 3 teams by the 4th zone. So, and they all just driving around the whole time. And yeah, so we shall see how this goes. How long it takes. Is it gonna take long, or is it gonna go quick? We shall see. And who is gonna be looking to take this game? By the looks of it so far, nobody landing on top of one another just yet. As we do, by the looks of it, have 3 teams down in Pachinko. We have Dope Esports, DeathWish. Hate them get knocked there by Bunny. Thirsted. That's going to be MGK from Rain. Okay, as extras getting pushed up with the Bison. Havoc's going to get knocked there. Voltex Now need to hold it off. Start. It's gonna look to push. He's gonna pick up a knock onto Bunny there as well as look for the res here onto his teammate. As Eccentric gonna look for that pickup. Winter looking to move on over here. Eccentric with the DBS there. Havoc does hop on out. Havoc gonna get re-knock there. Scar goes to the backside. Eccentric low. Voltex. That's gonna be so taken on out. And I guess we're shooting crates. But hey. Needing these elims once again. They get eliminated early. Not being able to pick up placement points. Control. On over here is Xiaowing with the pump. 2 pumps actually. No helmet. A level 1 vest. Shall see how this goes. Gets a buggy. He does have some util in front of him. He does have knocks right in front of him as well. He's going to be looking to cook up a nade. Maybe throw it onto the stairway. As he does. EVP going to move on out. Trees. Bang him on up. Knocks down to 1 HP. Magilia push on up. Trees going to push on out. Picking up the knock onto Knox there. As well as look for the third. Trying to pick up the knock. Trees getting knocked out. Jeez, picking up 3 elimination as ever. The last one alive. Running in the open with the M16 and a pump. Not being able to pick up any other guns. Sentinels taking a fight as well in Severny here, as we have a Lovely EKittens taking on out Team Ravens here as well. Sentinels up to 4 eliminations, picking up Sadra here. Maynard with 3 of those elims. But we shall see how this is gonna go as Team Raven. 0 eliminations, might be looking to make a push-up, but we shall see how this is going to go. We have a couple teams towards Watertown. It's not something I would really want to fight for. It's not really that good. It's harder to, it takes longer to loot, especially those buildings in the water you have to move around. But Lazy Squad and What's Good Esports here. We do have 2 teams towards Novo, as we have Rain Esports and Velocity, Rival 6 and Millie. And Venom for last player up for Rain SA. But we shall see how this goes. JAYNEPAL over here as a duo as well. I'm not sure why we have duos in here. As Red Alert also over here by the likes of Zero Fox Givens. We have Keeps, Buzz, Atlas, and K224. So see how this game is going to go. Still pushing across. Util being thrown. Stick bomb does go off. Verk on the roof as well. Keeps. And the 2-stack here. Needs to be a little careful. As if Dill gets any more util, might look to use it. He has 1 more sticky bomb, but I don't know if he can get it on over there in time. Verk. Towards K224 star, not too far away either. To possibly up on out. Sticky bomb going out from the hill, taking some shots with the sticky bomb. That's now Sentinels taking a fight with Team Raven. Gonna have 2 knocks onto them. Sadar being rested here, cooking up a nade to throw onto these players. Sadar moving on out in the open. Ryzen might take shots, but Sadar out in the open here. As these players just let it go. Shots towards YZ. YZ gonna get knocked there by Maynard. As Star picking up a knock. 8-2. Flo gonna get knocked there by Medusa. So that's gonna be 8 eliminations to them. Shoot to survive. Has something to say. They want a piece of this, as they want these elims. They're aware these players having a knock. But they're gonna be across. Dark gonna stop at the blue barn. Red Alert and Zero Fox Given. Taking on out. Bob and Casper gonna move on over. Shoot to survive. Not sure what's going on. 4 rogue men. Gonna be taken on out. Bob. Casper takes some shots on back. Zero Fox Given. Gonna be taken on out. Gonna head on over here towards Velocity and Rain. Velocity trying to hold on out on Rain here, surrounding them. As What's Good Esports and Lazy Squad now getting into it there. So we shall see how this is going to continue to go. Autumn on the stairways here of the scaffolding. Rival 6 taking a knock there as well. As What's Good Esports taking another knock there. As Angelica's going to get knocked. Lazy Squad taking knocks left and right. So now it's just down to a couple players. Actually just being down to Shaw here. Shaw in the 2-story building. We might see the likes of Tease taking a fight with DeathWish. As Rival 6 taking out the duo of JAYNEPAL. As Velocity getting the knocks on to Rain. Now it is just down to Toast. EXO Toast. So we shall see how this is going to go. They're going to be making their way on out. As Bot should spot them out here. That final elimination as Enixify with 3 eliminations onto them as X-rated and Shoot to survive. Gonna be looking to get into a fight now. Casper and Bob looking to chase them down. That's gonna be X-rated taken on out by Shoot to survive. 3 eliminations. They're gonna be looking to drive on around to get these elims. Shall see how many they're gonna be looking to pick on up. We're going to stay on them for the time being. See what they look to do. Bob blew down up in his DBS reloaded there. Now they're already off and about. Klaus is here, already out and about. Look for a new car. Now I'm gonna look to go on back towards their teammate Venom. I think, yeah, it's DC'd. I think he left at the beginning of the match. Is going to happen here. Bob is trying to drop Casper off as Tease and DeathWish taking a fight now, but Shoot to survive. What are they going to be looking to do? DeathWish taking knocks left down to Scarface. Scarface being across as player crash into the rock, but not crashing in it completely. So they're gonna driving around. Scarface pushed on back here. Gonna pull out his S12Ts. Player Goat and Magala. Player looking to throw a molly here, but not gonna do so. But just gonna wait it on out for their teammate to move on down. Top 10 situation here. Scarface looking to throw a nade on out. Magala does get knocked. Scarface gonna turn around on the player, tag him on up, but not get that elimination. Shoot to survive. Are they looking to take on TG officials now? By the looks of it, they are. They do have a couple players on the hill though. As Casper and Bob are the ones up there. Possibly gonna look to cut him off. You're right. We shall see as TG officials to their left. They do spot him out. They spot Mally up ahead. Casper gonna be tagging him on up there. Get on over here to Casper. That elimination onto Mally. Mally low on HP. Mally's gonna hop on out. Not gonna get knocked just yet. Mally getting behind the hay bale, but the rest of Shoot to survive coming on in. Sam needs to be careful as Darklight and Klaus right on his tail. That's gonna be Darklight trying to get that Elam. Darklight need to reload here. Darklight gonna get that knock. There's 2 more players from TG officials. What's Good Esports taking on a fight with Shoot, Dark Soldier Knights, and likes of Sentinels. Trying to see if this compound's clear, making sure nobody is here, because there is a Murado crashed in. But nobody is there. The rest of TG officials gotten on out of there. I think that's Casper going for the thirst on to Molly, making sure nobody's coming back to get the reset. That's the EG driving on by. Here's they have a couple of Shoyoung gonna get that knocked as Small Man looking to join in on here. That's gonna be TG officials taking on out. Goat looking to cook up a need to throw on to rival 6. Gonna tag up Shoyoung, top 8 situation now. Rival 6 all pulling on up, shoot to survive. Gonna be looking to make their way on over here. Tease, rival 6. And the likes of Red Alert, trading knocks there. Star gonna get knocked. Dill taking those shots back. Rival 6 need to heal on up. They might see shoot to survive coming on in here. Do they hear those shots? As that's gonna be Red Alert losing Star. Rival 6 moving on up. That's gonna be getting the knock there as well. Needs to be careful by the hovercraft. In the car, but not being able to do so. That's gonna be Red Alert taking some losses there. It's Red Alert just down to 1 player as T's now looking to take a fight. Magla gonna get knocked there by Shoyoung. Shoyoung gonna get that thirst as player is the last one up for T's. He's gonna get taken on out. Shoot to survive. Looking to join on in here. Pick up a knock onto Hewitt. Cloud's gonna get knocked there as well. So now the rest of Shoot to Survive coming on in, picking up 2 knocks. Just Small Man and Banger. Banger looking to move along. Casper taking the shot onto him here. Casper avoiding the run over as Banger's gonna get knocked there. As now it's just down to 1 player from Rival 6. Small Man picking up the res onto Shoyoung. Casper and Bob moving on up. Casper gonna look to throw some smokes out Klaus and Darklight. Casper looking to cook up a need here to throw on to Small Man. Shoyoung get knocked there. Needs coming out left and right. Klaus gonna look get rest here. Darklight getting revived here. I think so. Yeah, he's gonna get re-knocked though by Small Man. Small Man throwing the needs. Bob gonna push on back. Needs coming on out. Dark might just get taken out there because of that need. More needs coming on out. That one's gonna take him on out, but they did get the revive on Klaus. Now it's a 3v3. They're looking to throw these needs onto Rival 6. They're aware. Small Man being on the roof, and Klaus with the nade getting that knock there. So now he's gonna hop onto the roof. Shoyoung trying to go through that revive. Hewitt's gonna get knocked. Now it's just down to Shoyoung. Shoyoung's getting the knock onto Klaus. Casper pushing on up. Shoyoung being in the back. Rival 6. Bob with the DBS. As Bob's gonna be the one taking him on out. Bob taking the shots at the crate. Now he's gonna look for the rest here, as that's gonna be 9 eliminations for them here. Dark with 3, Casper with 3, Klaus with 2, Bob with 1. What's good, Chino? Welcome to the stream. Welcome. Shoot to Survive looking to take this game for themselves. There are many more eliminations on the table for them to pick up. What's good, Esports and Dark Souls Knights here still taking on their fight. 7 eliminations to the players. Aimer still knock. Afflick trying to stay alive. Smoke's coming on out. Molly gonna come on out from Ennis here. Shoot to Survive, possibly going to start drawing around. Top 4 teams alive. We're just zone 3, like I said earlier. Herbert a little low on HP as well. Bot going to get spotted here by Enos. Enos getting tagged on up there by Velocity. Velocity need to make their way on into the zone as well. But we shall see how this is going to look to continue to go on here. Angelica gonna get knocked. Herbert gonna get knocked as well. That's gonna be shoot to survive. Dark Side Knights taking on out as now Velocity versus Venus here. Afflick getting revived here. Evil gonna get spotted here by Ennis here, but Ennis not being able to connect. Velocity full squad, so Bot's gonna get knocked there by Ennis. Actually going to be looking to go for that revive here. It's doable, but they might have to put him in the car and then drive into the zone. But we shall see here. This might be looking to be a shoot to survive game. But we shall see. Shoot to survive, looking to clear out the south side on the map, as you can tell. But we shall see here. As they do get the zone, Dark Soldier Knights looking to move on into the zone. Velocity looking to do the same. Unixify staying on out, trying to be an angle here, but no one's looking across their bridge. Aimer gonna look across the other bridge. Velocity now making a in. Shoot to survive. Might be looking to move over towards the bridge side. They might just catch the likes of Aimer off guard. Klaus trying to crash into them. Casper taking a shot as he's passing on up. Aimer on the back of the buggy. Klaus gonna need to switch seats there. Now he does pick up that knock onto them. The rest of Dark Side Knights gonna be coming on in. Klaus gonna take the compound here as Bob, and Bob's gonna be moving on over. That's gonna be 10 elimination. Dark Side Knights moving on up here on to Klaus. Klaus, I think he might be cooking up a nade here. So he does throw one on in the side as he picks up the knock onto one. Gets the thirst. He's gonna be looking to throw Molly on up. That Molly does get on up there. But I think F-Wick does push on out. Klaus gonna throw a nade on in. But F-Wick staying alive here. Gonna be in the corner there. Klaus gonna pick up that final Elam. 5 elimination. As now Velocity gonna be making their way on by. Casper looking to be rest here. As Klaus gonna look to start throwing some smokes out here. As Velocity gonna be watching over here. As Klaus gonna get knocked there. Shoot to survive. Just down to Bob now. Klaus moving a little too far out in the open. I don't really know what the hell is going on over here. Bob, can he get the 1v4 done? As he's gonna look to move into the zone. He's gonna stop over here on the ridge. Does he spot out Bob? He does spot out Bob. He gets those shots and he stops. As he's gonna look to just molly himself here, which is fair enough. That is 12 eliminations to their name, with the second place, not giving up even more elims to Velocity. As Velocity taking first there, shooting crates apparently. But, I mean, they only took out one player. Picking up 5 eliminations to survive, picking up 12. Dark Side Knights taking third, picking up 10. What's Good Esports going out in fourth there with 6 eliminations. Sentinels going out in fifth there with 8. Rilo 6 going out in 6th there with 10. T's going out in 7th there with 8. Red Alert going out in 8th there with 5. Now we take a look at the rest of the results here, as this is the last game of the night. Scroll on through as we get closer to the bottom here. First team eliminated is going to be Dope Esports, going on out with 2 eliminations to their name. Going on out really early. Once again, Klaus going all out with 5 eliminations. Banky with Best Companion as well. That's going to be the final game for the night. Again, the winners of each match is going to be TG officials with the first game. Game 2 going to Rival 6. Game 3 going to Team Control. And this last game being given to the likes of Velocity. We could have seen Bob maybe 1v4, but Bob denying the kill point. But with that being said, that's going to be it. As well, if you do want to join the Panda event server, link is pinned in the chat to join. And head on over there to check in when they do pop-up scrims or when they host a tourney. But with that being said, appreciate you guys stopping by the stream, and we'll see you guys next time.